What makes football interesting and gives it meaning is not knowing who will end up as champion at the end of the season, or at least not being 100% sure. However, more and more leagues have reached the point where the same teams always wins. Olimpia and Cerro Porteño are the most popular clubs in Paraguay, but the best team in what we've seen of the 21st century is Libertad. Over the last 25 years, Olimpia has won the league 9 times. Cerro has lifted the trophy 10 times in this period, and Libertad, the tiny Libertad, has been crowned Paraguayan League champion 18 times in just this quarter century. The reasons for the recent dominance are many, but in short, Horacio Cartes, Paraguayan president between 2013 and 2018, put a lot of money into the club, enough for Libertad to conquer 6 of the last 9 Paraguayan League titles. Crvena Zvezda, better known as Red Star Belgrade, and Partizan staged the Eternal Derby in Serbia. They are the biggest teams not only in football, but also in basketball, volleyball, handball, water polo, rugby, ice hockey, futsal. They battle for supremacy everywhere. Only once in history did neither of them win the league, and that was when Nobilic pulled off a rare triumph in 1998. Their fiery rivalry reached boiling point in 2017, when Partizan won their 27th league title and closed in on their enemy, just one championship behind. That's how it went. In 2013, Partizan. In 2014, Red Star. In 2015, Partizan. In 2016, Red Star. In 2017, Partizan. And in 2018, Red Star. From then on, Crvena Zvezda erased Partizan from the map, winning every single Serbian league from 2018 through 2025, 8 in a row. The already predictable Serbian league transformed from a 2-team race into a 1-team show. Partizan grows smaller and poorer every year, just like the rest. Crvena Zvezda, richer and stronger. Red Star has won 10 of the last 15 Serbian leagues, but if nobody rescues Partizan, soon it'll be 15 out of 15. As dull as it looks now, not long ago the French league was the most unpredictable in the world. In 2008, Lyon were champions. In 2009, it was Bordeaux. In 2010, Marseille took their turn. In 2011, Lille lifted the trophy. In 2012, Montpellier stunned everyone. And in 2013, finally, Paris Saint-Germain ended a 19-year drought without a league and title. 6 years, 6 different champions. But it was obvious that wouldn't last. Once the state of Qatar bought PSG, the Parisian club started signing players who previously only went to the Premier League giants, Bayern, Real Madrid or Barcelona. To give you an idea, the average value of a PSG player is 45 million euros. Marseille and Monaco average just 12 million euros, and the rest, honestly, aren't even worth mentioning. Even so, PSG embarrassingly slipped up in 2017 and 2021, with Monaco and Lille taking advantage. Still, 11 out of the last 15 French leagues have gone to Paris Saint-Germain. As you all know, Kuala Lumpur is Malaysia's capital, and just behind Singapore, it's the wealthiest, most modern and most attractive city in Southeast Asia. But in football, Kuala Lumpur bows down, because the league champion today and always is Johor Darul Tassim, or GDT, from the country's south. Sultan Ibrahim, Johor's crown prince, owns the club and has made sure they win every one of the last 11 Malaysian league titles. GDT, founded in 1972, had never been champions in their history until 2015, but since then, they haven't stopped, winning 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in a row. And for this video's comparison, that's 11 out of the last 15. In Tunisia, there is no hope of becoming champion. Ironically, Esperance Tunis monopolized the right to dream in the North African nation. Esperance won the league in 2025, 2024, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and of course, in 2009, 2010, 2011, and 2012 as well. Just look at the size of that trophy, oh my god. 11 out of the last 15 Tunisian leagues have gone to Esperance Tunis. In the 2023-2024 season, a paranormal phenomenon shook the Austrian Bundesliga. Red Bull Salzburg did not win the title. And you know what? It happened again the following season. After seeing Salzburg dominate with 10 straight league titles between 2014 and 2023, the Stormgrass finally toppled what seemed like an unbeatable tyranny. This was the team that gave wings to young unknowns like Peter Gulacsi, Sadio Mane, Naby Keita, Dejan Upamecano, Erling Haaland, Dominic Szoboszlai, Karim Adeyemi, Benjamin Sesko, Umar Soleh, and for years they crushed the Austrian league with this. But recently, Salzburg has lost its way. Anyways, Red Bull Salzburg have lifted 11 out of the last 15 Austrian Bundesligas. Sheriff Tiraspol has gone 2 seasons without winning the Moldovan League, and it's a full-blown scandal. In other videos I've told you about this club, the Sheriff of Moldova, a team without Moldovans that wrote one of the most epic chapters in football history just 4 years ago when they beat Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu in the Champions League. Sheriff play in Tiraspol, a city that self-declares itself the capital of Transnistria, a pro-Soviet country that only exists in their own minds. Just like in the Wild West there was always a sheriff, in Tiraspol it's a sheriff who rules. Literally. Their owner is a former KGB agent named Viktor Gushan, of whom only a single photo exists. He's the most powerful and politically influential man in the imaginary state of Transnistria. His company, Sheriff, owns the gas stations, supermarkets, TV channel, mobile network, construction firm, distillery, casino, every monopoly you can imagine. And of course, their football club is no exception. From 2000 to 2023, Sheriff won 21 of 23 possible league titles, narrow it down to recent years, and they've been champions in 11 of the last 15. Democracy is a concept born in ancient Greece. And ironically, if there is one competition that's historically dictatorial and authoritarian, it's the Greek Super League. Olympiacos have imposed the rule 23 times in the last 29 years. Curiously, in 2023, they weren't champions, AEK Athens were, and in 2024, PAOK Salonika took the crown. The Piraeus club messed up with signings like Marcelo and James Rodriguez, and as a result, went 2 whole years without winning, a lifetime for them. But in 2025, everything went back to normal. Out of the last 15 Greek leagues, Olympiacos have won 11. Hey there! You might know Barak in Spanish. Our channel has over 400,000 subscribers. Well, this is the official English version. Same content, same passion. Now in your language. But we need your help to grow. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this new journey. Now, let's get back to the video. The Rwandan Patriotic Front and its leader, Paul Kagame, have ruled Rwanda since 2000. The dictatorship owns a football team, APR. short for Armée Patriotique Rwandais, or the Rwandan Patriotic Army. If you think anyone is going to challenge the Army's club in a dictatorship like Rwanda, I don't know where you live. APR have won 6 straight league titles and 12 out of the last 15 overall. Borussia Dortmund 15 years ago, Borussia Dortmund 14 years ago, and Bayer Leverkusen last year are the only teams that have interrupted the inevitable yearly routine. Bayern Munich as Bundesliga champions. And why not? Each Bayern player is worth an average of 36 million euros, more than double the squad value of Germany's so-called rivals. That's how uneven it is. Bayern have won 12 of the last 15 Bundesligas. If we exclude European clubs, Flamengo is the team with the most fans in the world, and in second place comes Egypt Al Ahly with 58 million supporters, more than America, Chivas, River, Boca, and anyone else you want to name. And why so many fans? Because Al Ahly win a lot, and have always won. They're the Real Madrid of Africa, with 12 CAF Champions League. Al Ahly have been crowned champions in 16 of the last 19 Egyptian leagues, but to keep things within the comparative framework of this video, they've won 12 of the last 15. The last time a team not called Rangers or Celtic won the Scottish League was 40 years ago, when Aberdeen, managed by some guy named Alex Ferguson, beat Glasgow's Giant in the 84-85 Premiership. When Rangers lifted the trophy in 2011, they extended their all-time league titles to 54, while Celtic trailed with 42. It seemed uncatchable. But then, Rangers collapsed into disaster, and suddenly, Celtic lifted up the 2025 Premiership and tied their enemy at 55 trophies. The only league Celtic have failed to win in the last 15 years were the 2011 campaign and Rangers' invincible 2021 season under Steven Gerrard. Celtic have been champions in 13 of the last 15 Scottish leagues. Dinamo Zagreb are always champions of Croatia. Well, I mean, not literally always. Every once in a while, Rijeka adds a little suspense to the Croatian league. Since 2005, Dinamo Zagreb have won 18 of the last 20 league titles, with the only exceptions being Rijeka triumphs in 2017 and 2025. Over these 20 years, newcomers like Eduardo da Silva, Luka Modric, Dejan Lovren, Mario Mandzukic, Mateo Kovacic, Andrej Kramaric, Marcelo Brozovic, Mario Budimir, Dani Olmo, Amir Rahmani, Josko Guardiol, and Dominik Livakovic have all contributed to Dinamo's untouchable dominance. And again, if we narrow the focus to just the last 15 years, Dinamo have been crowned champions 13 times. Out of the last 23 leagues played in Gibraltar, Lincoln Redims have been champions 21 times, losing only twice. Could you and your Tuesday night team beat Lincoln Redims? Well, maybe you could. But in Gibraltar, a league where every club plays in the same stadium because the territory has no space or need for another one, only Europa have managed to challenge them a couple of times. On top of that, Lincoln Redims hold UEFA historic record with 88 games unbeaten between 2009 and 2014. The Red and Blacks have won 13 of the last 15 Gibraltar leagues. From the dawn of time until 2011, only two clubs battled for the Bulgarian league title every year. CSKA Sofia with 31 championships and Levski Sofia with 26. What happened in 2011? Ludogorets were promoted to the top flight. Ludogorets play in the city of Razgrad, not the capital, Sofia, not the second largest city, Plovdiv, not the third, 10th, or even 20th. Razgrad is Bulgaria's 30th largest city, with just over 30,000 people. Before 2011, Ludogorets, founded in 1945, had never played in the first division. But Kirill Domushev, a pharmaceutical tycoon focused on animal health and one of the 15,000 richest men in the world, changed history like a beast. With him, Ludogorets get promoted in 2011. In their historic top flight debut, they were champions in 2012. Then, back-to-back champions in 2013. Then, 3 times in a row in 2014. Next came 4 straight in 2015, 5 in 2016, 6 in 2017, 7 in 2018, 8 in 2019, 9 in 2020, 10 in 2021, 11 in 2022, 12 in 2023, 13 in 2024, and by 2025, as you may guess, Ludogorets had claimed their 14th consecutive league title, making them the most ruthless tyrants in world football. Neither Libertad in Paraguay, nor Boca Juniors in Argentina, nor Palmeiras in Brazil, nor Peñarol in Uruguay, nor Bolívar in Bolivia, nor Liga de Quito in Ecuador, nor Saprissa in Costa Rica, nor America in Mexico. The most dominant team in the Americas over the last decade is Olympia of Honduras. The Lions have been crowned in 9 of the last 11 Honduran League tournaments.